brings it all to the character.
My son has never performed a trick in his life. The people call them miracles, you know.
I felt like there was something that I could really mine there, especially with him. And he is so full of energy, ideas, joy at what he's doing. He's like a hype man for life.
Everyone is fine anyhow. Let's go again.
What's troubling you?
I've been trying to better myself so that I may be worthy of you.
Early on, it came from James because he talked a lot about how Clarence and Virginia were kind of opposites to each other, but both needed each other for different reasons. And he talked about Clarence being the dreamer and how Virginia is very grounded. In that way, are soulmates for each other, really.
Omar Sy plays the character of Barabbas.
Those who are about to die, salute you.
He is dope. He meets Clarence and they fight for where they go and where his character ends up and what happens to his character. Only Omar Sy could play that role.
You're good. Barabbas has a particular relationship to faith that plays on himself. Even if he's a slave, he had that in him, and I think that he's gonna bring to Clarence something in this way.
No man outspeed me.
Outspeed ain't a word, Mary.
Opening up that role and it's saying, no man can outspeed me. I'm like, this is me. I'm like, oh yeah, she's super swaggy and I love that. He said, but the thing about it is I know you can do that. But can you do the other part, the other side of Mary? May God be with you, Clarence. And that was the part that I was most excited about because that was a side that people don't get to see from me.
Can you spare us some coin?
Benjamin the Beggar for me is like this angel that, if you don't want to call him an angel, call him the conscience of mankind. To have Benedict Cumberbatch play that part, and he's a thespian, theatrically trained, but he has a huge sense of humor. And so he can play both sides of Benjamin, and he does it in a split second. There's a time where Jesus cures his back and gives him his robe, and
Peace be unto you. And also to you.
and he started crying. He's just like an amazing actor, so he brings the world to it, and also he's a joy to work with.
Well, one day I'm going to get you out of here. I promise you.
Mary Jean-Baptiste plays the character of Amina, Clarence's mother, and she just embodies everything about a caring mother that never loses faith in her son.
Hold space.
Yeah, I know.
Hold space.
She believes in him. You know, she adores him. She adores both her boys, but Clarence in particular, she's got a lot of patience with Clarence. She's waiting for him to kind of find his way. But she knows him very well. I think she knows him better than anyone else. You know, you think about the character and what she has to go through. Really tough experiences.
Mother, hold space.
Being a mother myself, there's nothing like that relationship, that bond.
They always take out babies.
You know, this section of the film, James just shifted gear in Act 3 and he's gone, right, you think you knew what you were watching. Now I'm going to show you why we did all of that and why this is now important.
Great cinema reflects the times, man. With all that's going on in the world, why is now the time for the Book of Clarence?
James talks about placing us in situations that we have not been placed in cinematically.
And the answer is, was always the time for the Book of Clarence.
But I am a changed man, Virginia. Not the same person I was before.
Like his first film, I think it's introducing us to characters, again, that we're not used to seeing in these spaces. Tricking the common folk into believing you're the savior is not growing, it's lying.
And, you know, I think Jesus should be portrayed in all colors, and I just think it's always time for expansive storytelling with broader representation.
You guys are dope as hell. Thank you all for being here.
And then you find out you're just being James, and the whole world is invited to come and play. You know what I mean?